Oh no, we've got a burst water main under a concrete driveway. This is a disaster. Do you guys remember the temporary repair we made? There it is, there it is, there it is, guys! Ho, ho, ho! Are we close to this, mate? And we are, guys. All right, temporary repair connected. Everything's diverted. And now there's another leak. And this time, like we planned last time, we're going to run a new water main. And we're going to have to go through this wall right here. So I want to run a new water main through this wall here. And we're going to try and locate the existing water main under the paving. So I want to cut the water main about here and run it into the building. And from here, disconnect this whole water main, which runs over to the other side of the building here. And you can see over here, there's a new water leak under this concrete. So rather than cutting the concrete up, we'll just disconnect this main and re-divert the water main into the building and connect to the existing main. Well, me mate Doug is going to have a bit of a dig. Are you ready? And again, well, this is a bit of cat and mouse with the water main because the hydraulic drawing was showing the water main running under these pavers. And it's not here. And I've dug quite deep. So it shouldn't be any deeper. It worries me. Is the water main running under the car park? That could be a drama. Could be a really big job. And the other thing is, I have had someone out to try and pinpoint the location of the water main, and he did say it was under the paving. Really concerns me now because, you know, we'll try and line it up here. You can see where that water leak is. You know, we try and trace it back. Mate, the main could be under the concrete, or it could be under the car park. I mean, I'm half tempted to start removing pavers and digging down here. I've got a feeling, I don't know. So I've backfilled this trench, and yes, I'll repave. I'll get this all nice and neat, and then we'll continue on and just try and locate this water main. This is the frustrating part, guys. I'm in two minds here. Do I dig up this garden bed, or do I remove some pavers near the concrete driveway? I mean, yeah, let's dig up the garden bed. The water main could be under there. I've had a little bit of a scratch with me mate Doug, and Doug has not come up to it too much, but we'll continue on, mate. Alright, me and Doug have got pretty deep here. I found some sort of electrical main warning cable, but there's nothing else in the ground, so we're going to return tomorrow morning. Well, I SHIT'd the bed this morning. We're up nice and early. We're going to cut the bush out, and we're going to have a good dig and try and locate this water main. So let's get stuck in, guys. Can't wait. Well, I've removed some of the bush, so let's start digging and find this water main. Have a look how healthy this soil is, mate. It's crawling with worms. I assume that means it's healthy. I was just cutting a couple of roots out of this garden bed, minding my own business, and have a look what the roots done to me pruners, mate. She's as good as job done. Oh, mate, we've been there for hours, and digging's pretty tough with this thick limestone in the ground. Mate, I don't know. I don't think the water main's down here. I originally thought, do we lift the pavers up? Now I'm thinking, let's just get it done. Let's remove the pavers and have a look. We'll have a look at this. I've removed the pavers. We've had a dig down. I haven't found the water main, but I've found the electrical main to this shopping centre. And you can see over here, guys. Come for a little wander with me. All right, over here, this is the electrical main into the shopping centre, and I assume the water main runs in that same trench when the building was first constructed. I've got a really good feeling the water main's in the same trench. Well, I'm going to jump into the trench with my mate, Mr. Proddy, and we're going to have a little bit of a prod around and see if we can find the water main down here somewhere. So, jump on in here, guys. It's not doing it justice. The camera's not doing it justice. Have a look how deep I am now. Level with the pavers, and we'll just have a little bit of a prod-a-roozy and see if I can try and find exactly where this water main is. It's got to be down here somewhere, mate. I mean, you guys know me if you follow me other channel. I will never give up. I'll never give up until I can just get the job sorted. And what have we got here? What have I found? Mr. Proddy's found something. I'm telling you right now, it just feels a bit water main-ish. Is that a word? I don't know, but I'm running with it. Let's get Doug out and have a little bit of a dig, a scratch-a-roozy, and just see What's going on in here, guys? Guys! Look at that! You little ripper! That's blue line poly. That's exactly what we're after. That is the water main going into this shopping centre. And sometimes locating the services is the hardest part of the job, and that water main will run towards the water leak, kind of like in that direction, guys. And you can see just over there, that's the leak that we want to disconnect. I just want to make this area safe, just so the general public don't just come strolling into the trench, because it could happen. So we're going to disconnect the water main under the driveway and divert the water main into the shopping centre. So we'll cut it about there, we'll run a new water main, to show you, through the trench. We're going to run the water main up the wall, into the shopping centre, and I'll come for a little wander around with me. We'll run it along this back wall here, just clip it along the wall. And in doing so, what we'll have done is disconnected this section of water main under the concrete, which is leaking. So as I was saying, the diverted section of water main, the new main, will be clipped across the wall, and we'll run it down here, connecting into that section of copper there. This water main under the concrete, we'll disconnect that, mate. And then the new main will come all the way down here. We'll connect it onto that little bit of copper there. We'll get rid of this lower section of copper. Get it out of there. Hopefully this works. Let's get the clip set up for the new copper water main. Alright, well we've got the clips on the wall, and next we need just to add the clip heads which will hold the copper pipe in place. And these are the copper clip heads right here. So let's crack on, guys. How good is this, mate? Well, the copper clip heads have been installed. Let's start running some copper water main. Get the show on the road, mate. Great progress, and there's plenty more where that came from, mate. Water main off to the shopping centre so we can disconnect that old leaky water main underground and then connect up the new diverted main that we've just run. Alright, we're back in the trench here again, mate, and I'm just going to have to cut this blue line poly. I hope pardon me, I hope the trench doesn't collapse on top of me. Come on, you good thing. We just got to cut through this, and then we can connect onto it. Disconnect the right side of the water main and connect onto the left side of the water main. Turn the water back onto the shopping centre, and Bob is your mother's brother. Job done, but let's not celebrate too early. Come on, mate. There we are. We're through. All right, now I want to cut a bit more of the right side of this pipe away, just so that I've got plenty of room to get my fittings on. You'll see what I mean in a second. So we'll cut the rest of this poly out of the way, give us some space in the trench here. Come on, you good thing. And mate, we've only got 20 minutes that we're allowed to have this water main off at the shopping centre for, so we got to be real quick about this. The pressure's on, mate. All right, beautiful. Now we've got a bit of space to work with. And here's the poly to copper adapter. We're going to push her on, tighten her up, connect the copper. Bob's your mother's brother. We're heroes. Oh, there we are. She's nice and tight now, mate. Let's continue on, guys. Well, everything's connected up. Let's go and turn the water on, guys. All right, water's back on, guys. Is there any leaks? Doesn't look like it. Looking pretty good, if I don't mind saying so myself. Let's have a look inside. Let's check all the pipe work. Make sure it's A-OK, 100%. And boy, oh boy, does it look good. If we turn this valve on, water is now on to the shopping centre. And there we go, guys. Connection has been made. It's been a complete success. And I'll remove these little bits of blue plastic. It just indicates you've checked every joint. Let's go through, get it all sorted, get it all checked. And Bob's your mother's brother, mate. Let's backfill the trench, let's repave, let's leave this place cleaner than when we arrived, and the owner will be like, boy oh boy, they did a great job. If you'd like me to make more of these videos, just smash the like button, guys. And do you know what? I'm feeling generous. Take the rest of the day off, guys.